Hi, and welcome to Freiburg, where you can see our two boats, the Jeanneau 490 and 440. We'd really love to sell them to you. That is why we've priced them very competitively. The 490 has crossed the Atlantic with a full-time skipper. The 440 is a demo boat I brought up from the Mediterranean, so you can see what a boat could look like if you rent one from me. I am done showing them off, and now we just need to get them sold in Denmark. They are ready to sail right now. New sails, new bimini, new spray hood, and welcome up to the cockpit in our Jeanneau 440. A nice large table, plenty of storage space everywhere, both below and up here. Lots of room for wine, plenty of space for some extra rope, whatever you might need. On the starboard side, we have a self-draining bench, lots of good space for mooring lines. On the port side, there is a watertight compartment for storing things that can't handle salt water. We have an electric winch with 2 speeds for when we need to unfurl or furl the sails. For the main sheet in Jeanneau, however, it is a bit of a workout. We have Raymarine equipment, an electronic Windex, an autopilot. We have a swim platform with electric hydraulic lowering where we push a button and the platform goes down. You have plenty of storage space here by my foot for fenders and the like. And over here, again, a watertight storage compartment for folding bikes, scooters, that sort of thing. Over here, we have the controls for the retractable bow thruster, and we have controls with the meter counter for our anchor chain. We naturally have the chart plotter located right here, where we also have the throttle. And welcome to the salon in our Jeanneau 440. Plenty of room for 6 people with no problem. 8. If you squeeze them in a little, lots of space in the galley, really nice fridge space. And along with that, over here we have our freezer where we can maintain minus 15 degrees. Over here we have our captain's seat or chart table, a fantastic spot to sit and get some work done while we're out sailing. I really enjoy this myself when we're moving her. Here we also have the controls for all of our electronics. We have our VHF. We have this area where we can check how much battery life we have left and so on. And we also have our Webasto oil heater sitting right here. Up front here, we have 2 cabins. We have one on the starboard side and one on the port side. The port cabin has direct access to the toilet and shower. You can also choose to take the wall down, and it is prepared for that. That takes about 45 minutes. And then we have a large owner's cabin up front. Out here we have our toilet and our shower, good space for showering, and there is plenty of fresh water on board, so a long weekend is no problem. Down here in the aft we have 2 cabins, just like we have up front. It is worth noting that all 4 cabins have these super nice extra cushion mattresses, so you get optimal comfort when you are sleeping. On the starboard side we have direct access out to the bathroom. I'll just open it up so you can see. And right here we have good space for both the shower and the toilet. In here we have our large Jeanneau 57 horsepower. So there is plenty of power, even in a headwind when the weather acts up a little bit. Freshly serviced, of course. The 490 naturally has a huge cockpit. We have plenty of room for both ourselves and all of our guests. We have an electronic Windex. We have autopilot. Over on the starboard side we have the chart plotter, and we have a bow thruster. The engine here hasn't run more than 120 hours, so we're talking about a really new boat. Welcome down into our Jeanneau 490. Here in the saloon there is plenty of space. Really a big boat, lots of beam, and you can definitely feel that. Good space over here, 6-8 people. There is a little extra fold-up leaf. We have room for a couple more if it should be necessary. Good large galley, especially the freezer I actually think is worth mentioning. Plenty of space, and it stays at minus 18 degrees. The fridge on this 490 is extremely large. It is made for long distance sailing. 2 sinks, just like on the 440. For long distance sailing, we have the option to draw in seawater when we need to rinse our plates or get water to boil potatoes or something. Furthermore, the 490 has an extreme amount of space for storage and so on. I would also really like to just show you the big engine. On the 440 we had 57 horsepower. On the 490 we have 80 horsepower. Together with a bow thruster, it provides every opportunity during harbour manoeuvres to get safely into port. All our electronics are right here. We can oversee everything that has to do with our autopilot and all our controls for lights and so on. The 490 is equipped with reverse cycle air conditioning out here aft. we have two really large cabins, plenty of good space for two chubby adult people like myself. We have direct access out to the head and shower, so you can just step out here and get beautiful before we head out to the rest of the crew in the morning. The other cabin out here forward is just a mirror image of the starboard side. Good space for a couple of teenagers. All cabins, as mentioned, with their own shower and head. Good space. What I also like about the 440, as I said, and the 492, is how easy it is to get on deck. We have a furling mast, easy to deal with. Jeanneau, and up here in the bow, we actually have a skipper's cabin where the bunk is athwartships. I'd be embarrassed to show it to you, right? Now I have my dinghy stowed in here. If you buy one of these two boats from me, I'll give you 2 free days of instruction where I'll teach you how to dock and so on, even if you want to sail single-handed. And you get a free berth in FAA Borg for the rest of 2026. If you want to see either of these two beautiful boats, they're here in Feyborg. I'd love to show them off, and you can just call me at phone number 31 48 86 66. My name is Tom.